Hey guys, MGM0 coming at you guys with a random figure review. Now, I've been real busy lately. I've been ghost mode with my channel, but I'm finally approaching the end of my school time. Got about 6 months left, so that's really good news. What I want to do with my channel is really do figure reviews, but I want to come up with a decent style. I don't want my videos to look just like other standard figure reviews that are out there. So I'm real close to developing something, so I'm going to really work on that. Hopefully within these next few months. Hopefully I can really surprise you guys. But in the meantime, just to keep me relevant, here is the Decidueye 3-pack from Toys R Us. Now, this is a Toys R Us exclusive, and if you keep up with the news, you'll know that they're closing. So I do recommend you go ahead and pick one of these up before, you have to get this guy on eBay for a ridiculous price. I picked this guy up at ToysRUs.com for about 25 bucks, give or take. So it's not a bad price for a figure, especially since it's a 3-pack. So let's go ahead and get started with the review. Now, I'm not going to talk about Rowlet or Dartrix. These guys have been out for a really long time now, so they have plenty of reviews out there. I'm just going to go ahead and get started with Decidueye. So right off the bat, I am going to give him a few bonus points because he comes with a gimmick and he also comes with an accessory. That's a whole lot more than the Incineroar figure from GameStop and the Primarina figure have. So let's go ahead. First thing I'm going to talk about is the accessory he comes with. He comes with one of his quills. Or arrows, I'm sorry. Decent paint. Decent sculpt. It's kind of flimsy, but, it's an arrow. His gimmick, he has the ability to extend his hood lace, just like in the games. Go ahead and slide that back in, just stuff it into the body. Now, quick height measurement. He is about 5.5 inches tall, give or take, to the top of his feather. Not a very tall guy, but decent sculpt. The 3D model for the character really doesn't allow for much figure molding, to be honest. They really did the best they could with it. I mean, it is Decidueye. When you look at him, you can clearly tell what it is. Go ahead and move this down really quickly. There we go. So let's go ahead and talk about his articulation. Starting with the head. The head is on a ball joint. But the way it's designed, it's not going to allow for much movement. So you're just going to get a swivel. I'd like to see maybe like SH Figure Arts give it a try. See if we can get a Pokemon Tournament Decidueye figure out there. That'd be nice. Something with focused articulation. Sculpt might not be so good, but the articulation will be way better. Take a look at the figure from the back real quick. This shoulder cover, very stiff. It is made of a soft rubbery plastic. Pretty easy to squeeze. But it doesn't mold very well. So it doesn't allow for good shoulder movement. You can see the shoulders are swivel hinges. Just got a hinge in that direction. Swivel in this direction. Forward movement is really good. Backwards movement, not so much. Elbows, 90-degree bend. Swivel at the elbow. Not the upper hinge. You can feel it in the elbow. Feathers are made of a soft fabric. Hopefully the stitching lasts a good while. I really don't want this to wear out on me. Wrist is on a swivel. As you saw at the beginning of the video, you can kind of pose him in his signature move pose. The Spirit Shackle. One other thing to note, the hands have pegs. The left hand has pegs. I'm sorry, the right hand has pegs. The left hand doesn't. So you can kind of loop the lace here. It doesn't hold it very well, but you can kind of get away with it. And on the other hand, you just pour it in the quill. Or the arrow, I'm sorry. It does require a decent press. Just want to make sure you press all the way in. He does hold it very well. Once you get it on there, he holds it pretty well. Oops. Kind of. Maybe if this were a little bit longer, it'd work a lot better. I have this extended all the way out. Not much they could work with, unfortunately. This piece hinders that too. If this would fold a little bit more, it would allow the lace to come up higher. You can kind of put it between the bow tie and there, but I don't want to stress the plastic too much. I don't want to find out I accidentally clip this, because this is a rubbery plastic. They both are, so they won't snap if you drop them. Let's go ahead and talk about the legs. Thighs are on ball joints, but you don't get much movement because of the sculpt. So you can see the ball joint in there. It's basically the highest you're going to get. Whoops, and there I go, I popped it off. That's actually the first time this happens to me. So it's not a loose fit, it's a pretty strong fit, so that's good. Knee bend, not very high up, 90 degrees. Feet are on ball joints, but the way it's sculpted, it doesn't allow for much movement or much ankle pivot or tilt. But you do get 360 swivel. He can stand pretty well on all four toes, so that's good. Oops. Just had it. There we go. Oops, shut off the arrow, so let's go ahead and just stand him here. I like the figure, not the best for posing. Display-wise, he does the job. With what he is designed to be, they really didn't have much liberty, unfortunately. But if you want a decently articulated Decidueye, this is going to be your best bet. At least until somebody else gives it a try, like I mentioned. Hopefully. Some quick size comparisons. I'm going to bring back my Revoltech Edward Elric and my custom D-Arch Mewtwo. So he looks with those guys. I'm going to bring in some Tomy Pokemon. Here's my Tomy Mewtwo. Ash Greninja. Another Pokemon from the Sun and Moon games. My Lycanroc Midnight. He stands up pretty well. Here is Jolteon. It's kind of the same size as the normal day Lycanroc, so that's good to see. I really do like the figure, and as I mentioned, he does have an accessory and a gimmick, so in my book, that does make him a little bit better than Incineroar and Primarina. But when it comes to articulation, he does seem like he's the weakest one. Well anyways, thanks for watching guys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you around.